Hello and welcome to today's Blissful class with me, Leanne Brown. Today we're going to be making this beautiful, simple Somali pasta dish. You'll recognize almost everything in it, but we're going to Xawaash Spice blend to change flavors so much, and I think you're really going to. I'm excited to show you. Let's do a breathing exercise together. Come together. Ground. I'm going to return to Nadi Shodhana, balancing breath, the alternate nostril. So we're going to lift our hand, place it in front of we're going to block the left nostril and inhale through the right. Puff the peak, block throat, and exhale through the left. Inhale again through the left. Pausing at the peak and exhaling through the right. Inhaling again through the right. Pause and exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Pause, exhale through the right. More. Inhale through the right. Pause and exhale through the left. Inhale. Pause. Right neutral. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale through the left. Hands can come. Put our hands at heart center and set our intention for the class today. Okay. When you're ready, let's begin. That a little bit long, which is always nice for teaching. I'm pretty excited to think about this recipe. So we're going to start with blend, and what we're going to do is I'm going to put them in this mortar and pestle. Hawa actually suggests that it just in a plastic bag, bash it in a rolling pin or something like that. I have a mortar and pestle, so I'm going to do that. And I'm going to be making about a half of the recipe that she suggests today. So I'm just going to do a few cardamoms, a few burns, 1 stick of cinnamon, and about a 1/4 cup each of cumin seeds. I'm just going to kind of eyeball coriander seeds. Another quantity of cloves. So strong, they were blasting up towards me. And turmeric. I think it's maybe a couple teaspoons. 1, 2, for the amount I'm making. I'm just going to put that in. And then we're just going to bash up the cinnamon stick really here. They're flying everywhere. Of course they are. These pods. Okay. So just a little bit here. Now we are going to toast this in our just for a couple of minutes. So I'm going to get this pan on medium heat. And then I'm gonna add these in minutes until it really releases the aroma of the spices. We don't need to have them for a long time toasting, and it's just in there. And then we're gonna have this blend with us for I'll dedicate one of my little jars to the Xawaash blend, and then I'll have it around to add to things like lentils and stews that I like to make, into stir fries, sprinkle it into salad dressing. There will be all kinds of possibilities. I'm excited about it. I've not made this in a while. Hawa is a lovely, good friend of mine, and we did make this together one other time I recall. But I haven't made it in a while. So this is getting warm. We're good. I'm gonna add that in. Let our spices toast. Look, the yellow inside of this. Can you see how yellow it is from all that dirt? I'm going to grab I'm gonna grab a spatula actually. This metal spatula. I'll just move this around the pan. Oh, yeah. The aroma that I'm experiencing is unlike any other. So we're experiencing incredible amounts of smell, and then also just the colors that we're seeing here. It's beautiful. Wow. So fun. It's a really special thing to be able to do. Make your own spice. Very traditional in many parts of the world. This is how we do all spice blends. And your spice is raw, and this is raw, and this is great. We're gonna call that done. Yeah, beautiful. And I'm going to just put this straight back into my mortar. And you could also use a coffee grinder for this, or even potentially a high blender could work. But I have not. Whew, okay. So we have Ricker in here already, but you know what? I'm gonna be using it to make our sauce, so I'm fine with that. Not even going to bother cleaning it. Okay, great. And then these pods. 1, 2. Oh, I thought I. 1, 2, 3. 3 of them. 4, 5. So these, I'm just removing them so that I get the green outer layer off, the seeds only. This part is inedible, so I don't want to get my spice mix. So out these come. Oh, I'm gonna smash these two. Deep breath on this beautiful Wednesday. Yes, okay. Get these out of the way. Look at all my hands are already. All right, I'm just gonna quickly check the stream because we have had issues with the way that it's coming through. But actually, I'm just realizing I can't even tell if there's issues, unfortunately, unless someone says in the chat. I'm just gonna assume we're doing well. I'm going to now grind up my mortar and pestle. Oh, all good before it. Now, we're really releasing everything, all the oils from all these little pods. So amazing. And so you grind this really finely if you like. Keep it a little chunky. I think I'm going to be trying to get the cinnamon a little more fine. I think cinnamon getting it really nice and fine, so it can just into any of your sauces really well. Oh, the aroma. So cool. Okay. I'm going to set that aside. Hold that. Good. My fingers are now yellow, which is not a problem as far as I'm concerned. Fantastic. Now, onion, pepper, before we get over to the pan. She suggests just doing a small onion. This is a pretty big one, so I'm just going to use half. Maybe we'll just do the whole thing. Forget it. Because I'm pepper too. I'm doing where it matters. So as you can see, this is probably going to be a pretty familiar method of making a simple tomato beef pasta sauce. But the flavor is going to be like if you haven't had this dish before because of all the spices. Hawa has schooled me a lot on all of the influences in a lot of African cuisines, and in Somalia, there's a huge amount of Italian influence, which is why we have this lovely pasta. We get some more familiar French influence across the. But there's all kinds of European influences throughout. And of course, vice versa. This is in the foods grown, absolutely influenced back in Europe as well. Just doesn't always get the credit. Okay. Yellow pepper and onion. I'm going to move this out of the way. By out of the way, I mean into my handy dandy compost bin. Feeling quite energized today, which is a good thing. But at the same time, I don't know if you guys know this, but energy can be a little uncomfortable sometimes too. If you don't have somewhere to put it, it feels like it's blasting around. So that's when I definitely try to come to my breath. Let's try the energy in a direction that I'm choosing. To really be having this onion and to do with you, expressing what I want to express. Not out my head, use the energy to, again, I'm saying, yeah, I want to be honest, is that when I feel a lot of energy, I often it's this sort of anxious feeling. If I'm not able to like be blasting off doing whatever, chatting with someone really intensely, or walk or run or something, feel sort of like the energy become like thought loops in bed. And a nice experience for me. I don't think any spiraling thoughts, even if they're sort of those things, are not a pleasant way to. I don't know. It's yeah. I think you know what I mean. I know what I mean. And so when I feel this way, the answer for me in general is either if I have the space, offload some of the energy, like this kind of thing can really, we can do that while we're cooking actually for sure. Allow that, shaking the wrist, shaking the arms, shaking out the face. Or run, or have a chat with someone like these things, and do those things. I think that's great. But then, we have to do something else. That's about bringing ourselves back to the present moment. And the breath is the to that. Also, I am now crying from this onion. So let's embrace that. Okay. That is that. I'm going to bring you all over, Tan. We will start cooking. Fantastic. Okay. So here I go. We need some olive oil. I think a couple tablespoons, a little more. And I'm also going to start the water boiling for the pasta. I've already put some water in here. I'm also going to, I don't know if it's on screen, but I have one of these. I'm going to boil half the just speeds up the process a little bit, but gets the water quicker, which is nice. Just bringing over all the rest of our steak. Canned tomatoes, paste, the impossible beef. Whoopsie. Things are happening. And a spice blend. And okay. This is getting hot. We'll turn it down a little bit, and I'm gonna the onion. And the pepper. I think we're gonna have a chance to do some meditation today because there is a lot of downtime now after this. Like we've done pretty much everything that we can do. Open up this can of tomatoes. And I'm going to open up my impossible beef, tofu, if you whatever you like. Or of course, beef itself, turkey, chicken, whatever you want to do. So funny. I guess I should do this once. There's like I need to open this properly. Like go across, but I can never get it to open. So I just scissors. Just wanted you all to know my son life. Opening packaging, just not one of my strong suits. And I'm okay with it. Now the aroma is coming through. Add in some salt. Like to add some flavor. Check the quantities that Hawa suggests. I'm just going to go with my gut. Oh, this is nice. Keep rising. Oh, we have boiling already happening here. That's okay. And then add some salt to the water. Quite a bit. Ooh. I always want to add a lot of salt to our pasta water. We want it to be salty, like that's what makes the pasta taste good. It gets all of its seasoning, its salt from the pasta itself. Your pasta itself, as well as the sauce that we're going to coat it in, is going to be in the air of the dish. So we'll just be that much nicer. Ooh, I'm feeling the scrunchy feeling of the salt on my face. Obviously, it's loud in here too, which is fun. Okay, possible beef. Don't need quite as much time as Hawa suggests, because in my experience it cooks a little bit quicker. For those of you who have with this meat alternative before, it's very tasty. It goes in very deep. There are these little pockets of fat as well, like we have with ground meat. Add our board here. So you can see that it's browned underneath. Pretty neat, eh? We don't. I actually, just like we would beef and just leave it. Let it get brown and crispy on the side, and then just add a little salt. And not too much, because I have salt already in here. I'm just gonna move my cutting board back here. Not necessary. I'm just a tiny bit. I guess another way that I'm going to embrace energetic feelings today is just to allow myself to scoot around, down, move my body. I would love. That's always my message. Like, for anyone, embrace where you're at. If you're tired, allow yourself to just calm. Like, I was really tired, like slump. Allow them back. If I was really feeling not great, I would just allow my posture and how I'm feeling. This. Remember, we are doing blissful. This is our therapy session. We are bringing ourselves back to a calm and blissful state where we feel in with ourselves. Where we feel. And so your truth is you're not great, you're tired. Let that be a thing. And today I'm feeling a little anxious, a little zippy. So I'm going to let myself move. And because I know, my tendency with that energy would be like, mess around with this dish a little bit, but I don't really want to do that. That's how I'm going to let myself do other things. Maybe you do a yoga class with me sometime. I'll show you some moves that we can do. Or if you take anything you like, you can just do some moves with yourself. You have to be equal on both sides. So. All right. I've left that for as you can see, it's brown, and then it becomes actually pretty and dark in some spots. That's definitely. Now I'm just going to pick it up and let it continue to cook through. And this water over here is boiling, so I am going to add spaghetti. I don't know how I actually balance, but I would say like do a pound. This amount of sauce, I don't have that, so I'm going to have left. I'm just going to use what I have. And I'll make more pasta and done. And I set the timer to 11 minutes. That's what the box says for al dente. So we'll trust it. Ooh, yeah. I'm kind of working on getting brown on this. And this is something where if you speed up this process, and you have to get it all, but it's so yummy. It adds so much flavor, so I do recommend doing this. You just want to get it so it's like okay, let's quickly get this happening. You can do that. You're looking for speed and one more time when we can. I'm going to add in, I actually don't remember, and I'm not going to refer to the recipe right now, when Hawa's added in the Xawaash mix, but I'm going to add it now because that's when I would do it if it were up to me. You know, my understanding of the way spices really blend with something, we want to add it early on. So opportunity to hit the heat and really do everything. So I'm going to add it in now. I think she said 2 teaspoons. I've done the best job of dealing with this. So I am. Oh yeah. Woo! This is fun. I'm gonna add just straight up cinnamon because it didn't disperse it particularly. Woo! Slightly more than I need. Anyway, that's a cheaty way of doing this. Not that there's a cheating. Could have also just added powdered cinnamon from the start. I just wanted some more flavor in there. Okay. Magnifique. There, the aroma's happening here. So, okay, and now the fair parts. Tomato paste, approximately 2 tablespoons. And this is one of my favorite parts because they're so fun and satisfying about adding tomato paste when it's blended with. It gets this dark red color to it as it mixes with it. And the way that the tomatoes sort of separate, it's like I think there's something primal. There's like some very primal part of me that's just like so attracted the way that it looks and the way that it smells. It's almost like I really want to eat that. Like some part of me is going, that is going to give me everything I need to be like a vital force in the world. You know, like when you see a dish that's got just a cool like oily red. It's like, oh. Anyway, that's how I feel. And we have the yellow from the turmeric come through to sort of even add to that whole look. All right, we did that for a little longer, but I think I'll go ahead and add in the canned diced tomatoes, and I'm gonna mix this up and leave it for. I think Hawa said to leave it for about a half an hour. I'm not gonna do that today. We'll maybe do 15 minutes or so. I'm gonna turn down the heat a little bit. It's like a gentle long simmer is a wonderful idea. I just don't want a half-hour meditation with you guys today. I'm thinking that's a little more than we want to do. Sorry, I'm just off camera a moment. Get this stuff ready for the spaghetti. We have 5 minutes left to it. And just check and make sure and sticking. I don't know if you remember, I think it was last week or the where I made something where I made some rice noodles. And they really stuck together because I didn't. So a little less than that. Although spaghetti with gluten in it as a lip flour. So I'm not sure. As you can, we have something that really does look familiar, but maybe if you're used to say with sauce, so in beef sauce, like a bolognese kind of situation, this looks familiar, and yet it is, of course, it is. It's all of these things, and have all this wonderful flavor from our Xawaash through. Whoa, pardon me. More salt, and I'm really tasting the sweetness. I tasted it, and I was tasting so much sweet potatoes, and that is going to, as it cooks, not that it won't still be sweet, but the intense sweet tomato flavor will mix in, and all of the savor from the beef and the spices will kind of rise to the forefront as well, and we taste. That's what taking these things. It's why I don't just go like, oh, this looks. You could say like, oh, it's done. Like I could eat this, and you could absolutely eat this. Again, if you're in a hurry, you could eat it right now, and it would be lovely. But it will deepen its flavor if you put a little time with it. Just like actual sauce is exactly the kind of thing that's so wonderful. If you leave it in the fridge for a day or two, the flavors will deepen. Anything when you're adding spices. It's this molecular thing that happens where the edges of the cells break down and they just like mingle more, and so all the flavors become more powerful, and we're able to taste better over time. It's a known phenomenon and a wonderful thing. And for things like that get better over time, of course, that's a great choice. And make a larger quantity of. You could freeze it and pull it out later, and it will be just as good, if better, than when you made it fresh, which is wonderful. We have that mix, right? Another thing to be so grateful for, that some chopped fresh vegetables for that's going to be its best fresh for sure. But things like this are actually even better make in large quantities. So we don't always have to be making absolutely everything fresh in order to get the most out of it, really enjoy. We can have a variety of things balance in our lives. I'm feeling grateful for that right now. And I'm feeling grateful for Hawa and this recipe, and for all this lovely warm food. I'm just going to listen to the bubbling for a moment. Not much to do. This is what they say when it's like, okay, this is the active time, and then this is the inactive. We're good. But we have this luxury right now of just enjoying the inactive, of just being. Just putting deep breaths, the warm aromas, the feeling of well-being, that I'm going to have good food, that I'm doing good work, that I'm going to be nourished. These things are penetrating my being and putting into a state of bliss. All before I eat. I know I sound like a broken record. This is the magic of cooking. Okay. This is what we forget when we label it. And it is a chore. And it's a wonderful thing that we get to do it. It can be both. But if it's just that we don't always want about it as a choice, then when we go into it thinking that way, the whole thing becomes something to get rather than something to sink into and be. So our timer off on our spaghetti. So I am going to go, whoopsie-doo, this. Turn off the heat. So wonderful. And now, just as like a 10-minute mission while we wait for this, and then I'll add in the actually made up in another bowl because I don't have quite quantity. Anyway, it doesn't matter. That after. For now, I'll be here with you all. It's a quick 10-minute meditation. So if you are able to, please do sit. Find a comfortable seat with your sits bones firmly planted. I'm going to stand. I'm going to place my feet firmly on the ground, pressing it into all four corners. My feet, both left and right heel, pinky toe, big toe. Stand up tall. I'm going to bring my attention to my breath. We're going to note some of the sounds in the room. For me, there's a gentle bubbling that's just right beside me and an awareness of heat, of making it for what I'm doing and where I am. And I know that I can just trust that and allow my go deeper and focus on the breath. And as you do this, just notice the comfort of your body. The warmth. The heartbeat. The flow of it. Spaciousness. Now let's bring our attention to our nostrils, the roots of our noses. Notice what the air feels like coming in and out of nostrils, just right there at the tips. And now let's notice what it feels like when we all the way from the into the nasal cavity. Just feel the air coming in and out right there. As you exhale. No need to pay attention to anything else. Now your attention into throat, or all the way down into the nasal cavity, and down the throat, down into the lung. What does it feel like moving through your heart? And now let's bring our attention all the way and feel the expansion of the chest, the diaphragm, all the peace within you. All the movement that this life for energy, this breath creates. So we expand and then soften on the exhale. Expand and then soften on the exhale. We can just witness space in our body. Just take a look around inside at your mind when it is not busy. And if it's busy, that's okay too. We can move that from this space. And now, still closed, bring your gaze to that space just in front of you. Focus all of your attention on that for 1 minute starting now. Let's bring our hands up, take our palms, and just gently put into our eyelids. And slowly bring them up. And our eyelids open just so gently, allowing yourself that light to come just a tiny bit, and just let yourself come into this reality. I've never seen it before. And then let's slow body like we love our lives. Take a look at this. I'm going to turn the heat down. Move, hear loud sizzling place. Look how unctuous this. It's a good word, isn't it? Unctuous. Rich. Thick. With this kind of thickness is the kind of coats this so nicely. I'm gonna taste a little bit here. Sweet and rich. With just this one wonderful, rich, fascinating because it's like, because there's so many spices in the Xawaash, you don't taste any one in particular, but they're there. It's very exciting. I'm going to add in the spaghetti. Yes. I think I decided, actually, I should spaghetti into here. And then I'll just add about half in here. Okay, how am I doing this? Silly gram. I mean that in a good way. I like being silly goose. It's okay. I'm not criticizing myself. But so a lot of people, spaghetti with bolognese is just like get a plate of pasta and then put the sauce on top. No, I disagree. I believe that it must be all mixed up, so that every bit of pasta is coated in. And actually, it's ideal to do it in the pan because then the warmth from it cost a tiny bit, and just it soaks in that much more. I'm not able to do that today, and that's okay. But I think I'm gonna do it. All right. You know what? I'm gonna move you guys back over here. Okay. Getting some interesting views today, I think. All right, there we go. I'm gonna turn off the heat. Bring this over. Yeah, I'm just gonna be mixing the heck out of it. Could be easier in that pan. We have heat. We could add a little bit of water, loosen it up. But you get the idea, right? Mix. This is what. And now I'm going to plate some up for myself. Clink. Oh yeah. And Hawa says we should fit cilantro, which I have. Oh yeah. Bibi. I really do say that a lot. Saying, oh yeah, baby things. Where'd you get that from? Right here. It's always the truth. Whenever you're like, my kid is such a weird, all these things. Like, yeah, it's because you're like that. And I love that. So I'm just going to pick a few cilantro leaves off of here, but we could take this whole chunk and chop it. Just for right now, this is what makes sense. Oh, so refreshing after this hearty, sort of powerful, super aromatic, super rich, meaty, tomatoey thing, and then we have beautiful to cut through all that. I'm happy. I hope you are too. I hope you enjoy. It makes you think even about like taking a dish, something as like spaghetti sauce, and trying adding different bit. There's something else that you could make this work with. If you want a journey for you. Okay, I'm just gonna keep eating if I start. So, goodbye to you all now. So much for all your support. Keep telling friends about this. It's wonderful. The more support I'm able to get, I'm hoping to 100 subscribers. Then I could hire someone to actually shoot this for us and become even better. That would be wonderful. In the meantime, just let me know what you thought about this and anything else you're interested in. Anything else you want me to like actually incorporate some little yoga poses into things? I could do that. More less meditation, all of these kinds of things. Just let me know. I love you all so very much. See you next time.